What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I'm Alicia, and today we are continuing with Supernatural. We're now on to episode 4, titled Phantom Traveler. I have not watched Supernatural in a while. As I mentioned, once I start them, they're going to get finished, but things got a little bit hectic for me. Life was lifing, so I didn't get around to reacting to or uploading any reactions for the series. So I completely apologize, but you can be rest assured. What's the that expression? You can rest assured. You can be rest assured. Whatever that expression is. But you can be sure that they are going to be coming to you consistent from this point going forward. So, Phantom Traveler, and I do remember what happened in episode 3. Obviously, they're still looking for their dad, and I have some questions in regards to that. Like, when is the dad going to come back into play, or if he's going to come back into play? Because it could be a possibility that he's going to be dead when they find him, and are they going to find out what killed both Jessica and their mom? Because I mean, since episode 3, Sam has been struggling with the death of Jessica, and he has been trying to find his dad. So I guess to give him some insight or some guidance as to where to look in terms of who actually killed Jessica. So I'm interested to see where they go with the story from there. Phantom Traveler, when I hear that name, I'm thinking that it's like some ghost or something, because a phantom is like, it's like a thing without a body, right? And at least that's what I think phantom means. I'm not sure. So when I think of Phantom Traveler, I'm thinking of like a ghost, because they've been dealing with a few of those. Well, we've dealt with different entities in different each episode. So I think episode 1 was a ghost. Episode 2 was, what was episode 2? I don't remember. I don't remember what was episode 2, but I do remember that they had dealt with the thing out in the woods, like a werewolf type of thing or something like that. I don't remember what the name of it was, but something like that, right? They were dealing with that thing. So those are the two things I remember that they were dealing with. But they dealt with something else. I just don't remember what that thing was. Oh yes, it was regarding the pool, the water bodies where the water was coming up and killing people and stuff like that. And I think it was because they had murdered a boy, and the boy was like seeking revenge or something like that, if I remember correctly. So those are the 3 entities that we have dealt with so far on this journey. As always, if you're new here, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if it is that you'd like to offer additional support, as well as get early access and the full-length reaction. Check out Patreon via the link in the description. Do all the things. Anyways, with that being said, let's just jump right into Supernatural episode 4. Ooh, we're going tropical. I actually thought we were like getting tropical, but I should have realized that the trees were moving.
Nervous flyer? It's not obvious, huh? You know, what are the odds of dying in a plane crash? I mean, what? 20,000 to 1?
Why would this man tell this? You asked if he was a nervous flyer, and he said, well, in so many words, yes. And you're going to tell this man about dying. Ugh, what the fuck is that? Okay, I'm guessing that's the Phantom Traveler. But what is like a poof of smoke or some shit?
Have a nice flight, sir.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
That is a demon. That's a demon. I would be freaked out.
11F, that's the little plane.
Thank you.
I would be freaking out because, like, why are your eyes black, sir? Why are they black? It's like staring in the pits of hell. You're a demon.
What the hell are you doing?
He opened the door. He actually opened the door. How is he even able to open that door? Is that like possible while it's in the air like that? Because it's a plane, right? And the plane, the breeze is, the air is cause it's like putting pressure. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not like a physics person, but I'm guessing that there's pressure on it when it's in the air. Right, the Phantom Traveler took over his body, but the Phantom Traveler gives him super strength. Not them showing a close up of Dean's legs. They're giving the females what they want. They're giving the women what they want when they watch this. For me personally, though, I'm always going to be a soft girl. I'm sorry. Someone did mention in the comments, though, that I'm going to change my mind and be a Dean girl. And I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to, and I'm not just saying that because someone said I'm going to change, so I'm sticking out that I'm not going to be. I promise I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I'm just saying I don't think that I'll. Not that I hate Dean or anything. I think Dean is freaking awesome, but I don't know. I just connect with the character that is Sam right now.
Hello?
Dean. It's Jerry Panowski. Can we talk in person?
Supernatural, it has an air about it, like it's meant to be ominous. Just something about it is just ominous, and I don't know how to explain it.
I got something I want you guys to hear. I listened to this. Well, sounded like it was up your alley. It's the cockpit voice recorder for United Britannia Flight 2485. It was one of ours.
Mayday. Mayday, repeat. This is United Britannia Flight 2485. Requesting immediate instructions. Help. United Britannia Flight 2485. We copy your name. Mayday experiencing some mechanical failure.
Oh, how is that possible for it? Is it like an after effect because it was in the plane, so you're hearing that residual sound, but at the same time, wouldn't he have already came out of the plane by the time they were going down?
Jerry, we're gonna need passenger manifests.
Right. And any way we could take a look at the wreckage?
The other stuff is no problem, but the wreckage. Fellas, the NTSB has it locked down in an evidence warehouse. No way I've got that kind of clearance.
No problem.
Yeah, it's no problem. They're going to just fake being cops anyways. That's what they always do.
You've been in there forever.
You can't rush perfection.
Homeland Security? It's pretty illegal, even for us.
How do they even believe that they're cops? They look so young. Are they like college age?
Well, there's definitely EVP on the cockpit voice recorder. Listen.
No survivors. So they wanted everyone on the plane to die?
So what do you think, of a haunted flight?
There's a long history of spirits and death omens on planes and ships like Phantom Travelers.
I love how they subtly just slipped in the name of the episode there. I think that was cool. They didn't overdo it.
Third on the list, Max Jaffe.
Why him?
If anyone saw anything weird, he did.
What makes you say that?
Oh, I spoke to his mother, and she told me where to find him.
Did he go crazy?
Did you notice anything unusual?
Like what?
Strange lights, weird noises maybe, voices.
Or probably a man opening the door of the plane. Because he was the one that saw him.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Because I think maybe you did see something up there. We need to know what.
No, I was delusional.
Still tell them. Tell them what you saw. Dean has no patience.
There was this man. and I saw him. Or I thought I saw him.
Tell them what you saw. The demon man opened the door.
That's impossible, right? I mean, I looked it up. There's something like 2 tons of pressure on that door.
No, he has superhuman strength. He was possessed.
This is your late husband.
He was headed to a convention in Denver.
I bet he wished he stayed home.
Did you ever notice anything strange about him? Anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing's going to be strange about him.
Well, he had acid reflux, if that's what you mean.
That's not what they mean, but um nothing was strange about him. He was possessed last minute. I know they're going to uncover it, but I want to know more about this phantom traveler thing. What is it?
Man, I look like one of the Blues Brothers.
No, you don't. You look more like a 7th grader at his first dance.
Everything was so baggy then. Back then, like, you don't see people really wearing baggy stuff like this anymore. Dean is just so proud that his fake IDs works.
What is that?
It's an EMF meter. Reads electromagnetic frequencies.
Yeah, I know what an EMF meter is.
It's homemade.
Yeah, I can see that.
I love their banter back and forth. They really do give off brother vibes in this. Like they sell it very well. Like they could actually be brothers. I love their chemistry together. Needed something else.
Gentlemen, Homeland Security.
Uh-oh. The real ones are here.
2 of your buddies went inside not 5 minutes ago.
Get out of there. Leave. Both of them are pretty tall, but Sam is like towering. Like, what is he, like 6'6" or something?
I'm gonna be right there with you too. Anytime you feel like you don't want the wheel, I'll take over. Look, Chuck.
Who's this guy? So does he only go after people who are nervous to fly?
Huh. Stuff is covered in sulfur.
You sure?
Take a look for yourself. If you fellas will excuse me, I have an idiot to fire.
I wonder if that's the same one that said, Poltergeist? I love that movie! I wonder if that's the same one.
Demonic possession?
That would explain how a mortal man would have the strength to open up an emergency hatch.
If the guy was possessed, it's possible.
Yeah, but this goes way beyond floating over a bed or...
Oh, demons, and it's their first time dealing with demons. Ah, so we're getting introduction to demons now. So this is, I wonder if every episode they're going to tackle something like a new entity every time. I thought it would be going after more like commercial flights, like what it did the first time, going after more people. Why just 2 people this time?
According to Japanese belief, certain demons are behind certain disasters, both natural and man-made. One causes earthquakes, another causes disease.
And this one causes plane crashes?
I mean, tragedy is tragedy. It doesn't matter what forms it comes in, what form it comes in.
What?
I don't know, man. This isn't our normal gig. I mean, demons, they don't want anything, just death and destruction for its own sake.
I can understand their apprehension, how they'd feel not ever dealing with something like this.
Chuck Lambert is dead.
Oh, that was the pilot. Because it was like, why go after just 2 people? It was the pilot, so no survivors. So it's going after each one of the survivors. Okay.
Chuck's plane went down exactly 40 minutes into flight.
Okay, so they plane goes down 40 minutes.
The number means death.
I went back, and there have been 6 plane crashes over
I
the
didn't
last
even know
decade
that
that all went down
in the
exactly
Bible
40 minutes
40
in.
is significant to death. Never really put that together.
It's going after all the survivors. It's trying to finish the job.
Yeah, but I gather that not all of them is good because I wouldn't fly. I would not fly anytime soon. As a matter of fact, I would be driving everywhere. And if I can't drive, I'd take a boat. And if I can't take a boat, I'm good. I would not be flying. So I gather that not all of them are going to be flying. So why bother going after others if you can't get all type of thing?
Right there. They're boarding in 30 minutes. Okay. We still have some cards to play. We need to find a phone.
Are they going to get to her in time? Why would she even go back to work so soon? Take some time off. These people are crazy. They're insane. I would never, ever go back to work so soon after nearly losing my life.
Nothing serious, just a minor car accident. But she was injured, so...
Wait, that's impossible. I just got off the phone with her.
Pivot, pivot.
Is this one of Vince's friends?
Guilty as charged.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
He really needs to see you tonight. So...
No, I'm sorry, it's too late.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on, the guy's a mess. Really, it's pathetic.
She's not going to believe that. She's going to still go on the plane. So you guys better go and purchase some tickets and get on that plane as well, I guess.
Then we're getting on the plane. We need to find that demon and exorcise it. Look, I'll get the tickets. You just go get whatever you...
Oh, we're doing exorcisms. How's that going to go over on a plane full of people?
What's wrong?
Well, I kind of have this problem with,
Flying?
Is he scared of flying?
Why do you think I drive everywhere, Sam?
All right.
Dean is afraid of flying. I thought he said he wasn't afraid of anything.
Come on. Really? Man.
He's a good brother, though. He made the commitment because he didn't want his brother to go without him. And Sam is so brave. He wanted to go without him. I think that's cool. They're both great brothers to each other. How do people choose between the two of them?
You humming Metallica?
Calms me down.
If it's already on the plane, who did it possess? Because if it looks for vulnerabilities in terms of who are afraid to fly, I wonder why it didn't possess Dean.
Well, this is Amanda's first flight after the crash. If I were her, I'd be pretty messed up.
Excuse me. Are you Amanda?
No, I'm not.
Oh, my mistake.
You're going to have to find Amanda. How are they going to check if she is possessed?
I'll go talk to her, and I'll get a read on her mental state.
What if she's already possessed?
There's ways to test that. I brought holy water.
No, I think we can go more subtle. If she's possessed, she'll flinch at the name of God.
Huh, nice.
Hey,
What?
say it in Latin.
I know.
I heard that Latin isn't as spoken as much as it once was. I wonder if that's true. I'm going to look it up if I remember to after this, because I'm curious. I heard it a while back, but I don't know if it's true.
Makes me feel better to walk around a little bit.
Oh, happens to the best of us.
Right. Of course, you being a stewardess, I guess flying comes easy to you.
You know, I'm just now realizing that I know her. And obviously, the most recent thing I've seen her in, not the most recent thing she's been in, because I think she's probably been in other stuff. But the most recent thing I've seen her in is Drop Dead Diva. I don't know if you guys know that show, but it's like a guilty pleasure watch of mine. But Drop Dead Diva, she was engaged to Grayson at one point.
Cristo.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Cristo?
I didn't.
Nothing, never mind.
She's not possessed.
All right, well, she's got to be the most well-adjusted person on the planet.
You said Cristo?
Yeah. There's no demon in her. There's no demon getting in her. Come on, that can't be normal.
Hey.
I can't believe Dean. Dean is afraid of flying.
You need to calm yourself down right now.
I'm enjoying Dean panicking. I swear I am. This is a completely different side to him.
Oh, man, don't do that. Anything? No, nothing. How much time we got? 15 minutes.
That's not a lot of time. Not the pilot. That would be the perfect person to take over, though. The pilot.
Oh, hi. Flight's not too bumpy for you, I hope.
Actually, that's kind of what we need to talk to you about.
If I were her, I would think they are crazy if they tell me something like about demons.
We've spoken to some of the other survivors. We know something brought down that plane, and it wasn't mechanical failure.
I'm sorry. I'm very busy. I have to go back.
Wait a second. The pilot from 2485, Chuck Lambert, he's dead.
Wait, what?
Oh, she didn't know that? That's why you should have taken off work.
Amanda, you have to believe us.
On 2485, there was this man. He had these eyes.
Yes.
Black eyes.
Well, how am I supposed to go into the cockpit?
Do whatever it takes. Tell him there's something broken back here. Whatever will get him out of that cockpit.
Do you know that I could lose my job?
Okay, well, you can lose a lot more than that if you don't help us out.
Girl, you could lose your life. Do you want to die? It's not 40 minutes yet, so he won't suspect anything, or he hasn't taken him over yet.
Wait, what are you doing? You said you were just going to talk to him.
We are going to talk to him.
Oh, holy water is burning the crap out of him.
We need you calm. We need you. We need you outside of the curtain. Don't let anybody in, okay?
Calm down. Take some breaths.
Cantate Deo, solite Domino. Qui vehitor per celos antiquos.
If it was strong enough to open a door before, why is it not strong enough to open a door now? I mean, knock them around. So if he's saying that he knows what happened to his girlfriend, does that mean that it was a demon that killed Jessica and the mom?
Where'd it go? Into the plane.
It's taking over the plane. Find the book. Hurry up, find the book. Let's go, Sam. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sure Dean is freaking out. Another job well done, of course. Great job, guys.
Sir, can you tell me what happened?
I don't know. I was walking through the airport, then it all goes blank.
Anything else?
No, that's all.
I like the fact that she covered for them, though. That she didn't even second guess it or anything. She didn't mention their names. I appreciate that.
You okay?
Dean, it knew about Jessica.
Sam, these things, they read minds. They lie.
But it's also possible that it was actually telling the truth and it did know about Jessica, and probably what took Jessica and the mom was indeed a demon.
Your dad's gonna be real proud.
We'll see you around, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry,
Yeah.
I meant to ask you, how did you get my cell phone number anyway? I've only had it for like 6 months.
Your dad gave it to me.
What? Well, when did you talk to him?
Well, I mean, I didn't exactly talk to him, but called his number. His voice message said to give you a call.
That's a recent thing, because I could have sworn that they tried to call his number before and it didn't give anything. So this is recent, so that means he's still alive to this point.
This doesn't make any sense, man. I've called Dad's number like 50 times. It's been out of service.
This is John Winchester. I can't be reached. If this is an emergency, call my son Dean.
And how did he get his number? That well, I mean, it depends on how long they've been on the road now, how long Jessica has passed, because they said it. He's had the number for 6 months, so probably it was less than that. So probably the dad had the number before he went missing. Okay, that was episode 4, Phantom Traveler Supernatural. One next stop, or another stop on the road to finding their dad and uncovering some answers as it relates to what happened to Jessica. This one was a fun episode. I got a lot of laughs from it. Of course, there was the introduction to demons, and we find out that they have never dealt with demons before. So this is a new territory for them. I wonder if they're going to explore that more. Well, I think they are, because obviously the thing mentioned that it knew what happened to Jessica, and I don't think that it was reading Sam's mind or just saying it just for saying its sake. I think that it actually knew about Jessica for real. So I think that we're going to explore demons in another episode. Which episode, I don't know, because we still haven't found their dad yet. We still haven't gotten any clues as to where the dad is yet. So I don't even know when he's going to come back into play, but I'm interested to see where they go with the story. With that being said, you guys can let me know what your thoughts are on this episode in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.